going on, Nation? It's DanielJon. I hope you guys are all good, and I hope you're okay. And it is Sunday Q&A. So I have got myself a fresh cup of BBC, and Leanne made this for me before she went to work. So thank you to my beautiful girlfriend. And yes, she has to work on Sundays, which is unfortunate because I would like her to have been here today for this video. So, oh, and it's 15th today, so get to open my 15th day. And I've seen this little guy poking out for a while now, and I've been dying to eat him. He was the only one in there. He was just hanging around for me. Look at that. Milky Bar. Probably can't see it, probably can't focus. Milky Bar. Digital polar bear. So I'm going to eat him in just a minute. Now, we have got a lot of questions today. You guys keep going ham on these questions. But I love it, man. I love it. Let me just move this one over because I can't see that one. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 questions. You guys are crazy. Actually, I think it's 15. There's one underneath, so I'm going to have to move that as I go through the video. So, let's get straight into these questions. Without further ado, first one. Keep up with the great work. By the way, what are your thoughts on 6 small meals a day versus 3 small meals a day? It doesn't matter to me. Typically, I only eat 2 to 3 meals a day at the moment, and that is because I'm finding it hard to eat. When I'm dieting, I prefer to spread my meals out through the day. For the simple fact is because I'm taking in less calories, I tend to get hungrier throughout the day. So maybe say I'm on 2,500 calories a day, I might split that into maybe 4 or 5 meals. Just so the simple fact it stops cravings. So when I start to get cravings, that's typically about the time I need a meal. So it stops those cravings. But at the moment I'm bulking, so I'm just having 2, 3 really big meals at the moment, and I'm finding that is doing me proper because I'm struggling to get through the day. I'm bloated and everything, so I can't wait to diet, but I've told you that before. So it doesn't matter to me at the end of the day. As long as you get your calories in at the end of the day, your head hits that pillow, it's neither here nor there for me. But you guys may disagree with that. Someone asked me, Dan, I'm curious, why is it some of your videos sound different than in others? For example, in the one you're joking, you're being funny, and in some of your videos you get kind of deeper and you talk slower. Well, basically, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I was very self-conscious. The first comment I ever got on YouTube was a negative comment. Can you believe that? The first ever comment. The first video I ever uploaded to YouTube got a dislike, and the first view was a negative comment. It was someone just being horrible. And if you want me to discuss that in another video, how to overcome that, then I will. But it was negativity. But this channel that I've got now, I've really settled in. I'm me. This is how I am. When I used to do my old videos, people used to say to me in real life, like my brother, my mum, and my friends and that, they said, Dan, you're so different when you do videos. And that's because I was trying to please everybody. I was trying to be someone that people expected me to be. I thought people had higher expectations, but then again, they just settle for the second best, which is for me. So, and I find that you guys, I guess you like me for being me. So that's why some of my old videos that I'm uploading are from my previous channel that I think that could benefit you guys, and I put a lot of time into editing them. So that's why I'm uploading a few of my older videos, and maybe once a week or 2 or 3 times a week, I'm just uploading them every now and then, so that I'm not flooding your newsfeed with my old videos, but at the same time, my new subscribers can see my old videos. So you can see where I've come from at the same time and where I'm going. But this is how I am, in real life I'm a very hyperactive person, and I'm not, people say, oh Dan, you're sensitive to caffeine. My mum says it, I'm sensitive to caffeine. I am. Coffee doesn't really affect me. How I'm talking now, fast and blah blah blah, that's how I am without coffee. If I have a Monster Energy, that shit send me through the roof. So that's why I haven't got one today, because my mum rang me up the other day after that video. She was like, stop drinking that! I told you to drink. My mum lives like 700 miles away from me. So she's ringing me up, I told you not to drink that stuff. You got hospitalised for drinking too much of that stuff. So I was like, all right, mum, I'll stop it. So that is why I'm like I am now. So I hope that's answered your question, my friend. That come from 17MXT, and the other question, the first question, I can't see who it came from because it's when I screenshotted the picture, I forgot to incorporate your name. So I'm very sorry, but I hope it answered your question. This is the biggest troll on YouTube right now. Brian Neilson, he says, I have a question for your next Q&A. Why am I so freaking awesome? Get out of here, man. Brian Neilson, he's a good guy. I really like Brian. Good friend of mine. Probably one of the first people I ever met on YouTube. Not met, but like the first people I ever conversed with. And I plan on meeting him one day. So and I plan on knowing his secret you know, why he's so strong. So his question, why is he so freaking awesome? I guess because he's an English teacher, is he? I think he's an English. He did say it the other day. He teaches English or something like that. Sorry if I'm wrong, Brian, but I'll come to one of your classes so you guys can educate me, you know, when I come to America one day. How come your brother is so strong? This comes from Joey of Bananas. What's our username? That is awesome, man. Joey of Bananas. Hey, bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Do you remember that song? My shit is bananas. How come your brother is so strong? I don't know. He's like my dad. I took after my mum, and my brother took after my dad. But don't get me wrong. My mum can pack a mean punch and a slap. See these things here, right? These are slippers, okay? When you're a kid, and you get one of them across your hiney, trust me, my mum was the one that did that. My mum, if I was ever in trouble, I swore, I'd be like, I'd run and hide. My mum would get her slipper and beat me. So my mum was strong, but my dad was a very strong person. When he was my age, he was benching 315 pounds, 140 kilos on the bench press, free weights and that. So, you know, he worked out when he was younger. He doesn't now, but yeah, he used to be a very strong person. I guess my brother kind of took over from that. But you could just say it's my brother's build. You know, he's a very tall guy, 6'3", 6'4", touching on 290 pounds before he started working out, and he didn't look extremely fat. You know, he was held it well. You know, he carried it well. He's got very broad shoulders, very big arms. I think his arms are like 17, 18 inches just naturally. So he's just naturally a strong person. Sorry, this is dragging on. I might have to split this video up into two. I should do a tips for beginners video. Okay, that comes from Matt Donovan. I will definitely do a tips for beginners video. Sorry, I should have just done a separate video on that altogether. But yeah, that will come very soon because I made a lot of mistakes when I first started working out, and I think those mistakes you guys could probably learn from. So I'll do a different video on that. What are your thoughts on switching from a gym to a home gym? I think that is a good thing to do if you've got the resources. So if you've got a bench press, a set of dumbbells, maybe an easy curl bar or a straight bar, then you're pretty much on your way to go. Then you just need a couple of stands to put a bar on so you can do squats, you know, because if you're doing 100 kilo squats or 140 kilo squats, you don't want to pick the bar up, throw it over your neck, because that's just like a power clean and press and stuff like that. So, you know, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I mean, you've got to be able to have the resources, the space for it, because it obviously is going to take up a lot of space. So if you've got the resources, the money to invest in a few kit, one guy that you should definitely check out is Dan's Home Physique. He's got his own home gym. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. Tell him I sent you. Daniel motherfucking John Fitness sent me. That's what you have to say. Daniel John motherfucking Fitness sent me here, man. But he's got his own home gym and he has got everything that you need, and he works out at home 24/7, and the guy's got an awesome physique. So if you've got the space like he has, then by all means, I think it's one of the best investments you can do. And also Christian Guzman, he's literally just started his own gym. You know, he's doing really well for himself, so congratulations to him. But while I do that, let me have another sip of this because my mouth is going dry. Right, we're good to go. So I said yesterday, or in one of my other videos,